He shows up a lot. Normally he shows up with a bunch of shit. You turn him around, he goes back to his car, comes back with like one piece of paper, serves you in there. Today he shows up with his package. My staff lets him in, lets it in, and it's full of cell phones. 15 of them.
Nice. So you've opened up these documents, correct? Okay, knowing that you've opened up these documents to know what's inside, what was inside these documents you were given?
Documents served for mortgage facility.
Documents that were served, okay. So explain to me how we got several cell phones and everything in them documents that you served. Put your hands behind your back. You're going to be placed under arrest for the introduction of contraband into the correctional facility and possession of a controlled substance.
Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
I was down on my looking to hit me a lick, ready to get into some since I was legit. I had big dreams of getting rich. Now we leveling up in this. Take a look at my kicks. You know we stepping on toughest nigga. First one to get hit, don't make me send a blitz. My head is itching for it. Hollow to split like a list, but wait. Whoa.
Hold on, it's the motherfucking deal. Welcome back to Sheldon's Bootleg Ass Studio, where we come to kick it, vibe out, and shoot the shit with Sheldon. I really appreciate each and every last one of y'all for pulling up. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go and get into this video of today. Now, the title reads, Caught Smuggling 15 Phones and Xannies into a Prison. And if you don't know what Xannies is, you know, I can't say the real word, so use your context clues, but it sounds like exactly what it is, you know. But yeah, it looks like it's a correctional officer, somebody that works in the facility. And I've often wondered how these prisoners get these cell phones in prison, because we see these videos floating around on the internet all the time. Now, of course, correctional officers, but I'm like, is there any other avenues that these prisoners are getting these phones, contrabands, drugs, and all of what they got in there? Is it from visitors as well, or, you know, other ways, you know, like what's going on? I've always wondered. But anyway, we got somebody getting caught red-handed today. You see what I'm saying? So make sure that like button is lit, subscribe to the channel. I done rambled enough. If you haven't realized by now, I'm going to be talking all over this video. So if you don't want to hear me, all you got to do is jump off my video and continue on with your life. This same video is available without my commentary on the same internet. You ain't got to jump in my comment section trolling, telling me what I need to be doing and what I don't need to be doing on my channel, because I'm subject to get on your dog ass. Indubitably. But for those who here to kick it, vibe out, and shoot the shit with Sheldon, I really do appreciate you. Make sure that like button is lit, subscribe to the channel. Let's not waste no more time. Let's go and get up into this video right now.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
Put your hands behind your back. You're going to be placed under arrest for the introduction of contraband into the correctional facility and possession of a controlled substance.
Sheesh. While working as a process server, he allegedly tried to hand an inmate 15 cell phones, chargers, and a bag of Xannies that were in a hollowed out sack of documents. You don't say, eh?
How's
How's it going, sir?
What we got here? I'm at Carl Hawkins.
Deputy Rack.
So
What's up, man?
this dude's a process. It's good to see you, bro. He shows up a lot. Normally he shows up with a bunch of shit. You turn him around, he goes back to his car, comes back with like one piece of paper, serves you in there. Today he shows up with his package. My staff lets him in, lets it in, and it's full of cell phones. 15 of them.
Nice.
Yeah,
Not nice.
Contrabands on the kind of small office.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. And apparently he gave our staff at the gate here fake ID, fake driver's license.
Bro, his driver's license does not match the license that comes off the license plate.
So he been doing this.
He gave me this number. Where it go? He's gonna give you the same one when he's gonna hand you the same one. That's what he gave me. That's not right.
That's not this.
Yeah. That's not. And the address on their driver's license is this. But the address off their license plate reader is totally different.
Yeah, because that's registered to the company.
Okay. Let me see what he says.
Trump.
You mind stepping out for me, sir? You just wait right there for a minute, sir.
He
Step
nervous
right
in
up
the
here in front of my
motherfucker.
That one right over here.
So what is his occupation exactly? I'm confused on what he do. What did they say he do? Hold on. Cause he comes here regularly, sounds like. But I guess he don't work at the at the facility, but they say he's a process server. What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
Right here, that's what my man Carl Hawkins.
Deputy Rack.
So
What's up, man?
this dude's a process server.
It's good to see you, bro.
He shows up a lot. Normally he shows up with a bunch of shit.
Okay, well, but what is he showing up with? What is the shit that he shows up with?
Him around, he goes back to his car, comes back with like one piece of paper, serves the inmate. Today he shows up with his pack.
What is the legal shit that he's supposed to show up with? You know?
My staff lets it in, and it's full of cell phones. 15 of them.
Nice.
Yeah, inmate locked up right now, contrabands on the phone, small office.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
And apparently he gave our staff at the gate here fake ID, fake driver's license.
Bro, his driver's license does not match the license that comes off the license plate.
What did he give him?
He gave me this number. Where it's going. He's gonna give you the same one when he's gonna hand you the same one. That's what he gave me. That's not right.
Yeah, he been doing this. He been running game on y'all. He don't even, what is he? I'm trying to figure out, like, what's his alibi? Like, how did he slide by this many times? Or was he doing what he was supposed to been doing those other times, and this time he tried to do some shit and got caught? No, hell no, hell no. You don't never get caught on your first time. You ain't got that much damn bad look. Your ass had to been doing, unless you just unskilled for real. Yeah. See, you got to go through and do it legit. You got to do it the legit way to figure out the ropes. You got to do it at least a couple of times to figure out what's going on, I would imagine. You can't just go in there the first time and do it. No, you got to go in and do what you're supposed to do, look around, see what's going down, figure this shit out. And then by the third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, that's when you do what you do. And then from there, you know, it's...
You mind stepping out for me, sir?
I'm just trying to figure out what the hell
You just lay
you
right there for a
do.
minute, sir. Step right up here in front of my vehicle. That one right over here. All right, stay right here. All right. So before we get started, I'm going to read you a Miranda warning. All right, just because I'm conducting an investigation, it's possible to be criminal.
He's sweating bullets.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have a right to talk to your lawyer. I've been present with you while you're being questioned. Now, for the hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise this right without answering questions, making any statements. You understand what I said to you? All right, having that in mind, you wish to talk to me?
Yes, I do.
All right, so explain to me what happened.
It was uneventful.
It was uneventful. I woke up on a spring morning and it was the meadows was just shiny. Why he trying to use it? Nigga, tell us what happened. Why he trying to use all these words and shit, bro? Shut up.
I always do when I go ahead and come out here to the prison. I go ahead and I...
Used against you in the court of law. Lawyer, I've been present with you. Now, for the hire you. All right, having that in mind, you wish to talk to me?
Yes, I do.
All right, so explain to me what happened.
It was uneventful. I do what I always do when I go ahead and come out here to the prison. I go ahead and I call the security. Usually about 35 minutes before I go ahead and get on my way. I usually do it right when I pass about Midway Road, because I live in Port St. Lucie. Right there, as soon as I turn on to 70 from the St. Lucie Fairgrounds, I pick up the phone, I call, let them know who I have.
Okay.
I go ahead, once I go ahead and let them know who I have, usually the person's here for me. I got here, gave my identification, parked my car.
Where's your identification at?
It's in my car.
It's in your car? Go ahead and grab that phone. Do you have your identification for your work too?
Yes, I do. I have
Is
both.
somebody in the car with him?
This is for the 19th.
They handed him the wallet or what? Or was it in the door?
Do you have your identification for your work too?
Yes, I do. I have both. This is for the 19th Judicial Circuit.
Okay.
And this is for my driver's license. I also have my 15th Circuit, where I'm licensed there as well.
All right, let's go on back here then.
He got an ugly ass walk.
Can you tell me
Let That's how that man walk. Ugly.
So when I arrived, I waited for a little bit on the bench, and there was a black, I don't know if she's a sergeant or whatever she was. She yelled the person's last name, and that's usually how it works. And I went ahead and she let me in.
Okay.
I informed the person that these were foreclosure because that's what I was told I
Hang on a
had.
second. That's fine.
And I handed it to him.
He got a spider on him.
Would always do that.
Okay. Where did you get that paperwork at?
From a client that is somewhere, I think it's in, what's that, Lake Mary?
You got it personally from that client?
No, they were mailed to me.
They were mailed to you.
Yes.
And you work for the Circuit 19, correct?
I'm not an employee with them. I am a subcontractor.
You're a subcontractor with them.
Yeah, we're licensed through the circuit. There's two ways to get licensed to a processor. One is through the sheriff of the county.
Hold on. So he worked for somebody who delivers things for them, and he was shipped a package. A package. Is it possible that whatever he picked up, he just picking it up and dropping it off? He don't know what's in there, or is it a possible? Is it a possibility that he's running this as a play? You know?
But there is no sheriff that will gives us a license.
Right.
So it's the circuit. It's by the judge.
Okay, and they just mailed you this stuff.
They did. This particular one came from Priority Package, not UPS, but regular mail.
Regular mail. Well, it was priority regular mail. And did they say what was in that package? What was being?
Yeah, I've gotten work for them usually for this prison before, and they told me it was foreclosures, and that this was important because in this particular case, they said that there was equity in the property, and the first sale did not go through. And apparently, this is foreclosure where I was told there's like about $73,000 owed on the property, and it was worth like about $300,000. And I like to know that information so I can inform them, and that it looks like that's.
And prior, do you know you got the name and everything of the person that told you to come deliver this?
No.
You don't have a name?
No, because she provides the affidavits for me.
Who does?
The person at the processing company who I got this from.
Okay, so it didn't come directly from you, from that person.
Well, she mailed it.
She mailed it directly to you.
Yes.
But you don't know who directly mailed it to you.
No, because it doesn't go through my company. It goes through hers, and then she provides me an affidavit. She's very slow on her affidavits.
But the thing is, what I'm trying to get at, how did they know how to mail it to you? Who did you talk to get your address?
Well, I'm listed in what's called FAPS, Florida Association of Professional Processors, and I assume that's usually where they get my information to be able to call me to be able to go ahead and.
Okay, and who pays you to come up here and do this? Because I know you don't do it for free.
No.
All right, so I'm reading this description right quick, y'all. Check this out. It says, it was really windy. Sorry if the audio is not great, all right? It says, this guy has been a long-time process server. He allegedly tried to serve an inmate with a set of documents that had the paperwork glued together and had a hollowed-out section containing 15 cell phones, 17 chargers, and a small bag of pills later identified as Xannies. The inmate that he was supposed to be serving paperwork to was serving a life sentence for murder, and his name was not found on any of the paperwork. He claimed that he did not know what was in the documents, said he was paid $100 to deliver them. I don't know what the hell to think. Is this dude a victim, or did he know what was in the documents? If you're wondering why someone would smuggle phones and chargers into a prison, inmates pay a fortune for them. Obviously, they are not supposed to have them. Usually, it's the guards bringing them in so they can make some extra cash. I can remember seeing a process server bring in these items in before. Yeah, of course, they're going to try new ways to slick and get what they need to get. So, yeah, a process server may be the new wave, but is this dude a victim? Just like I was just saying, Anyway, let's continue.
No, matter of fact, I get $100, $50 per document, and in her case, she always pays me cash.
So you know it's a she, but you don't have a name?
Oh no, her name is Amanda.
Okay, so now you got a name.
No, you never didn't ask me.
I asked you a name. I asked
He
who mailed
did
you the
ask for it.
document. So
Oh,
you said
he
you
did
did
ask for
not
a
have a
name.
name.
No, I don't know who it is, but I mean, as far as a name of a company, no. But her name is
Okay, but
Amanda.
who was the name that mailed you the documents?
Her name's Amanda.
Amanda what?
I don't know.
Okay, who does she work for?
She works for a processing company. That's all I know.
Okay, she works for a
And
processing servicing company out of where?
Out of Winter Park?
Winter Park. Okay, do we have a number or anything for her?
No, she usually will call
Winter
me.
Park,
She's
this in
very
Florida.
specific about the time,
Okay.
day that I need to be here.
Okay, but she works for a processing service company out of Lake Park.
Winter Park.
Winter Park. Amy is the only thing out of Winter Park.
No, her name's Amanda.
Amanda out of
Amy.
Winter Park.
Is he trying to fuck with him? Because a while ago he just said Lake Charles and dude clearly said Winter Park. And then the lady name was Amanda. I remember that, and he talking about Amy. You think he fucking with him? He trying to trip him up.
But no last name, nothing else,
I don't
right?
have it, no. Because they contact me and usually I let them know what my fee is.
And they just pay you.
And in this case, they pay me cash. It's not the first time.
So they paid you cash. So this isn't the first time they've done it.
No, and they usually do pay me cash.
Okay.
They paid you cash. Do you got any kind of paper trail on this? A receipt or something? Like,
But I
what's
keep it
up?
out of my-
But they pay you cash. You have to give them a receipt or anything?
No,
Nothing.
But I do have to give them a
Red flag.
service.
Okay,
And
what
she
name?
provides for them.
What name do you put on that affidavit? Because you have to have a first and last name on the affidavit.
My name is usually who I.
But who do you give that affidavit to saying that you served it for that person?
I normally mail it to her.
You mail it to her, but how does she mail you cash?
She mails me. I usually go ahead and mail it back to her once she gets sent me the email. Once she sends me.
So how do you get the cash?
As soon as I get the paper and I open up the document,
The cash is in there. So you've opened up these documents, correct? Okay, knowing that you've opened up these documents to know what's inside, what was inside these documents you were given?
documents to serve for mortgage foreclosure.
Documents that were served. Okay. So explain to me how we got several cell phones and everything in them documents that you served. That you said you've opened up and everything else. Explain that to me.
I open up the package and the documents are there. It's a normal thing.
It's a normal, what was inside them documents?
The mortgage foreclosure procedures, I assume.
Okay, so you opened up, what did you open up?
What did you say was inside?
It was a bunch of cell phones. What did you open up to know what's inside?
All I do is just go ahead and take the packages out with the documents, and I go ahead and I put them on the side. They don't need to go to my company. And then when she tells me, she's very specific about when to come, and she said between this time on Friday.
Okay, so she wants an exact time when you come.
I am not aware of.
Open up these documents and know what paperwork's inside of them.
Well, only because of what she has told me that is coming.
Okay, when
she
you
called me last Thursday, a week ago yesterday.
So when you get these documents that you say you open up, what do you open up to look inside?
I open up and I see what they are. There's usually a letter.
Is it covered up so well that once you look at it and glance and dig through it just a little bit and glimpse, it don't look like nothing is there? But once you pry and find it, of course it's there. Like what's going on? How did this man not know? And how did they conceal it for him not to know?
There, and it tells me the date and time. In this case, it came in on Tuesday. I knew they were coming in because she called me on Thursday, and then I put the documents off to the side. And then on Friday, yesterday, or this morning, I put them in my car, and I went to work like I always did. And
What were the documents in when you got them?
One of those paper United States Post Office priority packages.
Okay. And when you deliver them, what were they in? Were they still in that mail?
When I take them out, I literally take them out and that's it. Just give them to a person.
Okay. When did you get these packages again?
I got them on Tuesday.
Of this week?
Yeah, and I opened it up immediately. And then I went ahead and took it and put it on. In this case, it was.
So you opened it up. You just opened it up and got the front document. You didn't go through any of it. You just opened it up and there was a paper on front.
Yes. And
Okay.
there's never a reason for me to go ahead and do the document because it's coming from a paralegal.
Okay. But it's coming from a paralegal.
Yes.
What was the address on there?
It's somewhere in Winter Park.
Somewhere in Winter Park, but you don't know the name of it or anything like
I
that.
do not.
Okay. When you brought him here, what was the name of the inmate that was getting served? You know that?
Alan Stratton.
Alan? You have that with him? Okay. Well, I'll get that from you here in a minute.
Those papers were obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, they were actually pretty thick, but I didn't.
So you opened it up, but you didn't go through it.
No.
You just opened it up and there was a paper that says what you need to do with it.
Right. And they came in on Tuesday. I actually left them sitting there
In your office or your house or wherever.
Right. Because they didn't go through my company. They were right there by myself.
Okay.
And they stayed there pretty much the whole week until this morning.
Okay.
And I grabbed it with my clipboard and everything else. But all
And how thick were these paperwork that you got?
Thick it would have been. This is pretty much sometimes the average mortgage foreclosures.
Okay.
Especially on a deceased person.
So when you got these paperwork,
They been sending this shit through on your ass, man. You been the drug dummy, not no drug mule. You been the drug dummy.
wasn't a return address or nothing on there?
No.
Nothing.
Because what she'll do is she'll call me and I'll remind her. Usually she's very slow in getting me the affidavits.
Okay.
She'll go ahead and call me and say, "Oh, thanks for getting that done for me."
Uh-huh.
And then I say, "Yeah, you haven't got me the affidavit yet." And then she'll get me an affidavit.
All right. So just wait right here for me.
Damn, man, this is a wild
Just wait right
shit.
there for a minute. Who found him?
Collins.
Collins?
Sergeant Collins, you know.
All right. When she found him, I'll go up there and talk to her.
He was already walking down the compound.
He was already walking down the compound?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got the 5 Xannies boys. Yeah, some of the cell phones.
It was like glued. Like it was all glued up. Like,
Yeah, this guy doesn't make no sense. Let me call my supervisor.
Did you check on his ID?
Yeah, his ID matches.
Matches?
That's him. This one. That's just an older picture of him.
But look at the address.
Well, the number, people don't freaking update their crap. So that's the problem. And that vehicle's registered to the company he works for.
You want the inmate's name in DC?
Yeah, I'll get that. Give me 1 second.
You want the contraband too?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I need that. Still got to get him for it. Doing that. And let me see what all. Just give me 1 second.
This is not the first time I've gotten the documents like that from this lady.
Okay.
And that concerns me because if you're telling me there's something in there, this is not the first.
Okay, what also concerns
As I was just saying, you been the drug dummy.
me is the stories that you
Damn.
have being a process server that you don't know where these paperwork is coming from. You're just sending stuff to. So you don't even know if they're legit stuff.
Well,
And you committed a felony. Each cell phone is a count. That's inside that property. Like you ended up
Damn.
into this state facility.
but I'm telling you right now, I have no idea what's inside.
I understand that. So I've got to go look at these documents. You wait right here, and I will be back. All right. I'm going to go talk to Sarge. Still there? Collins?
I think she's coming up.
She's coming up. Is she bringing up the packages? and
No,
stuff?
I got the cat money. Bring the contraband up.
Okay. So, yeah, I got a feeling he's been doing this for a while.
Yes.
So, but I'm gonna wait.
And he's
see
trying
the
to act
packages.
like he don't know what's going on. What y'all think? Y'all think he is the drug dummy or he playing like a dummy?
He's probably going to jail.
Good.
So,
Don't forget the 5 Xannies boys.
where are they at?
With it. I said
It was
we forgot
oh,
the 5 Xannies boys.
I didn't even hear that. Okay, great,
It's 4 whole ones and then one broken half.
nice.
Bring coffee. Or you can say 4. No, it's a long night for me.
Yeah,
It's back a little ways, man.
I know.
What about the
That's it. He knows nothing. No, he speaks English. He just doesn't know nothing. He lives.
Damn, he got to talking about somebody who can't, who's a different ethnicity. He got to being racist. Is that what he started doing? All right, so we lost audio for a second. Let's see what's going down.
all glued together?
It was just like that.
They were all glued together, and then when you open it up, they were all layered in there.
Okay.
There's 5 Xannies also. They're in a bag.
They're in a bag and. Ah, got it. Okay.
How many chargers?
One,
Damn.
2, 3,
Damn, man. Yo, damn. You got this shit blocked out, bro.
6,
Damn.
7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16.
Man, how you gonna block it
16?
out?
Yeah. You can't tell me. You open it up. And no.
Dude, so the name of the inmate.
Why you
ain't
open
on
it that
bro.
way? Why you ain't open it towards you? That's crazy.
Anywhere. Who's Edward? That's not even, that inmate ain't even there. So he just handed it to what? The name of the inmate isn't on there anywhere. So why?
There's a crap load of phones in here.
He had to know something, man.
And
You
then
ain't
when
that
we
damn gullible.
found these, when he came up here to. What the? So we got 2 packages. One had the chargers in it.
No, they
They
both had some chargers and chargers.
Okay. I'm going to send you a link for that phone on that number
Yeah.
so you can send me them pictures.
Are you going to take the evidence?
Yeah.
Okay.
All this.
Did you get the Xannie bars too?
Yep.
Good deal. Told you it was 5.
Told you there was 5.
All right.
Well, DLC hasn't changed, bro.
I'll put this in the back of my car. You ain't old and brittle. Yeah. Well, you know, they have to continue the thing.
Yeah, said dirty ass trunk.
He told me to watch you.
I called Mario on the sheriff's. So what are you doing, man? He goes, I'm in the fucking keys.
All right.
They laughing and shit, and this man life is on the line.
Hey, sir.
Ain't
Do me a
shit
favor.
funny
Place
for
your hands behind
him.
your back. You're going to be placed under arrest for the introduction, contraband, and correctional facility. And possession of a controlled
Damn.
substance. Yes, sir. There's Xanax bars inside there.
That's a big one.
So,
It's a big
question
one.
for you. Do you want him to drive your vehicle home? Or do you want me to tow it? You got anything illegal on you? Just got plug me, stick me, anything like that?
It's too late to ask now. You already digging. Your head would have been poked.
All right, come on back over here.
Damn.
6 you can show Ken 1015.
Is she going to be able to get my my
You can
driver's
show
license?
the register owner 1015 of that vehicle.
Yeah, see, he been doing this. He thought that maybe since he looked the part, that he can get away with it. And he have been. He been getting away with it for a good little minute. He trying to play dumb. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Come on, wait.
Yeah, there it is. Spin around. Yeah. There you go.
Tight.
There you go.
Tight squeeze.
Right over there, sir. Right over here. So, how much did you say you got paid? $50 a document?
$50 a document. It was a $10 bill.
In the package with you, when you got it.
Yeah, it was on top when I opened it.
Okay. And how many times did you say you done it with her?
I was trying to think, just now I was just trying to think, and I actually think that the last time I did work was in December. I got one to take out here for her, and I want to say it's been at least probably 4 or 5, maybe even 6 times.
4 or 5, well, 6 times?
I would say maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
This is not the first.
Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
Well, that is right there, man. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Do you think he is innocent and he knew nothing? He's oblivious to everything that's going on, or do y'all think that he's been running this scheme for quite some time, and just because he looks the part, the white man, you know, that doesn't know where to get any drugs, that's you know, not into any kind of illicit activities, he could play the part and get away with it, and he's been getting away with it allegedly because he looked the part, and they finally caught on, or just got suspicious, and you know, did they investigating? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're $5 way up until this point, I really do appreciate you. Make sure that like button is lit. Subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I'm SheldonVybez. I'm gonna need y'all to be cool like the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes, like you supposed. Oh yeah, no.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
Oh God.